Hello and welcome to Let's Play Path of Exile, episode 35 of Let's Play. Oh, butcher that one. Sorry, I just woke up. Took a little bit of nap and I'm just half stoned at the moment. Yeah, you know the drill, episode 35 of Let's Play Path of Exile. So, this episode is the first episode to come out after BlizzCon. And Diablo 4 has been indeed officially revealed, much to everyone's surprise. And I want to talk about that a little bit. And I want to make a few announcements of my own. But before I do, feel free to skip if you're watching the recording for probably about half an hour, just kidding. Probably for about 5-10 minutes, because I just want to discuss my thoughts on Diablo 4. Now, the trailer was good. I liked the story trailer. I want to discuss first of all what I personally really liked about Diablo 4 and what I didn't very like. And not necessarily about Diablo 4, but the announcement as well, because obviously we know very little at the moment. So all my comments are going to be based on what we've seen so far, or what I've seen so far actually, because I haven't been keeping up with all the latest interviews and stuff. So I've just seen the trailer and a few people stream it. So the first thing that I liked is the fact that it was going back to a more dark era, sort of the Diablo 2 sort of aesthetic, which I liked. I think that's a good thing, and I think it's also good because it differentiates its style from Path of Exile. I think Path of Exile should be the more slightly cartoony, more colourful game. It suits it better, and I think Diablo should go back to the more darker, grittier style. The other thing I liked about it was, and I think this was probably my favourite thing, is the sort of MMO-esque feel that the game has with the semi-open world. It's not a full open world, but sort of larger maps, and the fact that players can be in the same map, and you've got sort of world monsters that other players can participate in, and also PvP in the game. And in fact, Blizzard did say that PvP was going to be quite a large part of the game. I like that, because I'm personally looking to get into an MMO, and that seems to have MMO quality, so I'm really excited for that. I assume it might have raids and stuff, but yeah, I like that sort of philosophy for the game. I like the mounts, the fact that you probably need them to traverse the maps, but I like the mounts and the fact they've introduced that in Diablo. But that's really it. I mean, we don't really know much else. I mean, based on what we've seen, that's what I really like about the game, the philosophy behind it. What I also like, actually, I forgot to mention, the last point, is that it is looking to be quite simplistic in terms of customization, which, it's a good or bad thing, depending on what sort of game you're looking for. And that will lead... I personally prefer a more simple type of game, and I think that's going to lead into my personal announcement regarding Path of Exile. But anyway, what I didn't like about Diablo 4, the first thing is that although the trailer looked quite polished, it didn't blow me away. The gameplay trailer, it didn't blow me away. It felt pretty much same old. There was nothing that made me think, oh, this is absolutely new, groundbreaking, phenomenal. It didn't get me pumped up, is what I'm trying to say. It was more of the same. The skill system looks to be, from the little bit I've seen, exactly the same, or very similar to Diablo 3. The general feel of the game seems to be very similar. The other thing I didn't like was the fact that there's only 5 classes. They've only revealed 3, but there's only going to be a total of 5 classes. Now, unless the customization within those 5 classes is amazing, and unless they've got subclasses, that's not a good thing for me. I like choice. So I'm not quite so sure about how I feel about the lack of classes. And I think that's definitely something that Path of Exile has an advantage over, because you can make pretty much your own class from anything. So customization and lack of does worry me a little bit. But I guess that's kind of the price you have to pay in terms of, for a more casual, simplistic type game. But anyway, that I wasn't so sure about. For me, the fact that the game is not single player and the fact that, it's like an MMO, that's a plus, but it can also be seen as a negative by a lot of people. So I think the main negative for me about Diablo 4's announcement is that it was a bit lackluster. There was nothing there that I saw that made me think, oh my god, people have been waiting all this time for a Diablo sequel, and this is it. It's basically just a darker, grittier Diablo 3, with sort of, larger maps and with MMO type features. So in general, am I looking forward to it? Yes. It is Diablo 4 after all. Regardless of all the things I've mentioned, it's going to be a good game. But the question is, will it be better than Path of Exile 4? I don't know. But yes, I'm excited for it. I'm cautiously optimistic for it. Obviously, it's early days. Now, Path of Exile 4.0 hasn't been revealed yet. That will be in a few weeks' time. Today after my birthday, I believe, so that will be exciting. I have every confidence that I think Path of Exile 4 will be bolder. It will be more ambitious. And it will reveal some amazing features. I have no doubt about that. I think GGG definitely is going to go all out with Path of Exile 4.0. So that I'm expecting more oomph from that announcement. Regarding my announcement for Path of Exile, obviously I'm logging on today, and this might be the final episode of this season. This season's gone really well. The Arcane Ball Lightning has been great. It's been fun. I enjoyed sort of putting my own personal touch and being a little bit more independent with my customization. I even got good RNG. It's been a good league. I enjoyed it. I love the Blight mechanic. But unfortunately, there are a few things about the game that's stopping me from being motivated to sort of keep playing throughout or towards the end of the league. The beginning's usually fine, but once I get to this stage, and I think this has happened for all the other leagues as well, I sort of lose motivation to play, and I think there are two reasons for this. The first one is the downtime in the game. There's a lot of downtime in terms of getting to what you want to do. So, for example, you've got to spend time looking at maps, you've got to spend time unlocking, the level of delve that you want, and I've done all that, actually. I've done that now, but, you spend all this time unlocking where you want to delve, and you spend all this time sort of manipulating the map and doing the same maps that you've done, which are really easy most of the time, and then you have to, spend more time farming currency so that you can get that one bit of gear that gives you the extra bit of life, so there's a lot of downtime for it, and it's not necessarily the grind that I mind, it's just the time that it's spent, that you need to spend planning to do and repeating content, easy content, in order to get to the stuff that you actually want to do. Because there is a lot of fun stuff in this game. There's amazing amount of stuff to do. But to get there, you just have to repeat the same things. And people say, well, that's the point of the grind. Well, yes and no. The other problem which links to this is the fact that you're stuck, essentially, with the same character and the same build for the league. Now, most people would immediately say, well, you can just make another character, but my response to that is, I don't really want to spend all my time, I don't want to spend, 10, 15, 20 hours just to get to the point that I am now with a new build. Yes, okay, I could invest in, 80 or 90 Orbs of Regret, and I can do that, and reset the skill tree, but then I'd need to farm for all the bits of gear that I need to make my new build effective, whatever it is, and I might change Ascendancy, so if I want to change Ascendancy, I've got to spend even more points. So what I'm saying is that if I want to play a different build, I have to basically redo everything up until now, and that includes sort of the tedious tasks of re-unlocking the Atlas, re-unlocking Delve, doing the whole story again. So there is that level of repetition which I simply don't feel motivated to do. So my choice is either stick with the same build, which I'm going to be honest, after 2 months of playing, I'm getting a little bit bored now, because the thing is, every upgrade I get now is going to be minimal. Although it's going to be important, it's going to be minimal. You could be farming for hours just to see your HP go up by 100. And you could be repeating the same maps over and over and over again just to see your HP get to 100. So My problem with the game is, for me at the moment, is that I'm struggling to feel motivated to get to the end of the league. I get very excited when I'm doing something new, but then that's my issue. So I think this is going to be the final episode of the league. That's not to say that I won't be playing offline, just casually if I feel like it. But I think in terms of stream, for this league, this will be the last episode. And I'm hoping to sort of end on a high with this Blighted map and the other Blighted map that I've got. So that's it. That's my view about Diablo 4, and what I'm going to be doing. In terms of this is probably going to be the last episode. I will definitely, most likely, make a 3.9 Let's Play of a new build. That will be, I think, in December. But let's join, most likely, Elwind, who will, I'm sure, have something to say. But I've already given my thoughts about Diablo 4 at the beginning of this video. You haven't heard it, yes. You might want to check the beginning. But long story short, Elwind, it's basically cautiously optimistic. I like the MMO features that the game has, but I wasn't blown away. It was basically Diablo 3 with a darker style. I wasn't impressed, is basically the long story short. But, do go back. But I want you to stream again for 4... well, okay. Yes, well, that's embarrassing. I completely forgot I could do a stream for 4.0. Okay, this is not going to be the final episode. I've changed my mind, so for those that are watching, sorry. This is going to be the second to last stream of this league. There will be a last one, which will be to discuss 4.0. So without any further ado, let's carry on. But my hopes for 4.0 are as follows. Obviously, new features, customization, blah, blah, all that sort of jazz that we expect. But for it to really captivate me in the long term, I really hope for two things, right? And I hope that GGG does this. One of them is, well, we'll see. I'll expand on them. The first one is, I hope that there's more leniency in customization. In other words, I don't want to have to commit so hard to a particular build, and if I change my mind, I have to basically restart a character. That I don't like, and it's one of the features of Diablo that I do kind of miss, where you pick a class, and if you want to interchange between different builds, it's a relatively easy task, with very little sort of punishment and farming needed. So that's something I hope they do for 4.0. Less punishment or less farming, call it whatever you want, to change build with your same character. Because there's too much commitment, I think, and I get bored. I'm going to be honest, I just get bored after 2 months of playing the same build. And I don't want to start a new character from scratch to get to the same point. I just don't want to invest the hours to do that. That's the first thing I hope they do in 4.0. The second thing I hope they do in 4.0, and I know Elwyn is probably going to disagree with me completely, is I hope they introduce something open world. For example, I know you can team up with people here to clear the content, but this is pretty much 100% 99% single player game. For all intents and purposes, it's designed to be a single player game. I don't mind sort of raid aspects. For example, some MMO elements like Diablo 4 is doing. Not necessarily with the larger maps, but some form of open world where you're interacting with people, either open world events or a raid that you need 4 people to clear. Just, or for example, you've got the labyrinth, you've got, the puzzles, you have to avoid the traps. Maybe you need to work as a team of 4, one person does something and you work together to get to the, just some interaction with people, and I don't know what that is. That would be really good, and that's something that I would like. So those are the two main things, just flexibility in respecking, basically. Without making a new character, and also some sort of interaction with other players, maybe like a group finder or something, just more interaction with other players. I know the second point is a little bit more controversial than the first, but for me that would significantly keep my interest levels high throughout the whole league, rather than getting to this point thinking I'm a bit bored now. Right, let's have a look at comments and see what Elvin has to say. And they said it would be parallel to how big was Atlas of Wars, that is for 3.9. Yes, there is obviously going to be something huge, which is good. You know, more content is good. So that means new end game. For 4.0, I have no idea, but Chris doesn't seem to worry at all. Yeah, I saw his comment. Well, you have to be careful when you say open world and how you interpret me saying open world. I don't actually want an open world game. And Diablo 4 doesn't seem to be open world. It has larger maps, but it's not an open world game. It's not a sandbox. And I think we have to, you know, I think we have to be careful here, because I don't think open world would suit Path of Exile at all. But that doesn't mean you don't need to have an open world to have raids or to have interaction with other players. You know, I don't think those are necessarily linked concepts. But again, like I said, it's more of a personal preference. I don't think the game needs it. It's just what I personally want. Now, Chris seems to be very confident in 4.0, and which is good. But I've also said before, I have no doubt that 4.0 will be way better and more mind-blowing than the Diablo 4 announcement. I have no doubt about that. I think what they're going to reveal is going to be amazing. No doubt at all. So I'm very excited for that. But like I said, whatever they introduce, because I think they've got the quantity right, and they've got the quality in this game as well, in terms of the quality of the content. You know, for example, the Atlas, which is the main end game, is great. My issue is nothing to do with the Atlas and the time that it takes to, you know, complete it and manipulate it. My issue is that I don't necessarily want to do it with the build that I am now. And if I want to carry on, I have to either... I've got two choices. I can stick with this build, or, you know, very, very slight variations of it, but essentially the same build, or I can make a new character. But then I don't want to farm, you know, do the whole story and the whole farming for a tabula rasa and XYZ needed to then unlock the Atlas, and then spend all my time re-getting in all the maps and then doing all the floors in Delve just to play a different build. So, and the same league as well, because if I do it now, it will be the same league, so I'll still be doing the same mechanics. And yeah, that's the main point for me that keeps me that gets me bored towards the end, or towards the latter half, I guess. Diablo 4 is 2 years at least away. I don't know. I'm not gonna place any bets on this, Elwin, but I think the days of developers announcing a game and releasing it 3 years later, I think those days are gone, because of how fast the gaming industry is moving, and because how competitive the gaming industry is, and how, you know, gamers generally sort of, I don't want to say lose interest, but they've got so many games at the moment. I think sort of announcing games and releasing them in 3 years' time sort of thing is, I'm not sure if that's something that Blizzard wants to do. My personal guess is the game will probably be out before the end of 2020, and they've already announced the game for PlayStation 4 and Xbox, so it seems a bit weird that if they're going to release it in 2 years, they're going to release it for the previous gen, and okay, they can also do crossplay, but I don't know. I think it's going to be out before the end of 2020. That's my guess. Also, D4 is 2 years away by the time. You could do Delve with a new character and bypass the leveling. They said it was pre-alpha. Okay, hold on. Because of stream delay, I have to respond to different points one at a time. So, you could do Delve with a new character and bypass the leveling. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm confused. So does Delve progress actually keep? How does that work? I don't know. I thought you have to start completely from scratch. So now apparently Delve progress is saved. So if I start a new character... Okay, that's news to me. Okay, I'm going to have to look into that. Anyway, I'll respond to your point where it said it was pre-alpha. and they only have 2 stats. Yes, but remember, alpha nowadays is essentially a beta, and a beta is pretty much a release. Um, it, games do come out from alpha to a full release much quicker than they used to. I don't think we're years away from it. I think they're going to ramp up production, and Blizzard has already admitted that they're ramping up their resources for Diablo 4, Overwatch 2, and I think that was and World of Warcraft. So they can do a lot in a year. They're a big company. And like I said, pre-alpha doesn't really mean much nowadays, especially because beta games now are full releases. So, yeah, I just don't think we're that far away from it. But we'll see. I could be wrong. Clients? Tell your clients where to stick it. We're talking about BlizzCon and Path of Exile. But anyway, yeah, so that, just to recap, cautiously optimistic about Diablo 4. I'm not too worried about the simplicity of it, though, Elwind. For me personally, maybe simple is probably a good thing. My worry is the fact that Path of Exile 4, Diablo 4, is going to be the same as Diablo 3, is my concern. Like, it doesn't bring anything new to the table, other than the slight MMO-ish aspects, but that's my concern for it. If this will go out as it is dead. Seriously, I don't know what their endgame will be or talent tree. Oh, well, I don't know about the interviews. I haven't been keeping up for them. I just think it is very early days, and I think even things like endgame, they probably do know in the sense, but they're not ready, or at least they've got ideas, but they're not going to reveal anything. I mean, dude, that was their very first reveal. They're not going to tell you what their endgame is or what they've got planned. I just think it's very early days, but I do agree with you that nothing they've revealed is worth getting excited about. They've literally revealed nothing new. There's nothing revolutionary. Okay, yeah, they've revealed mounts, big deal. You know, it is a concern. It is a concern. But yeah. Okay, well, I don't know what the interview said. I'm just purely going based on what I've seen off the gaming trailers and people that have streamed the gaming demo. So I don't know. If they have no idea what their end game is, then it could very well be, like you said, that it's going to come out in 3 years' time. But I just think that game is dead on release, not necessarily because of content, but just because I think Path of Exile 4.0 will destroy it before it even comes out. So that whole argument is moot at this point. I don't mind the multiplayer aspect. I'll be honest, I don't mind the multiplayer aspect, Elwind. Again, but I think that's more of a personal preference. In fact, I'm more of a multiplayer gamer than I am single player. Even though my Let's Plays are, I would say, 90% single-player games, many more hours are actually spent playing multiplayer games. Well, all I'll say is this. I'm not blown away by Diablo 4. I certainly wasn't excited. And if it's not going to come out around the same time as Path of Exile 4 will come out, let me just say this. It's not going to succeed, simply because Path of Exile 4.0 is going to have such traction that I just don't see Diablo 4. I don't know. I'm not excited for it. I'm not seeing it. I wasn't necessarily disappointed, simply because it is early days, and you know it did look polished and all that. But yeah, it didn't get me excited. So they try and mimic Path of Exile and Lost Ark. Well, Lost Ark is something I'm looking forward to, but God knows when that's going to come out, if it even comes out on consoles. But Yeah. Anyway, so that's pretty much been a long discussion. I said at the beginning of the video, skip 10 minutes, but maybe skip about an hour. But yeah, I am looking forward to 4.0. Let's see what they reveal. Again, for me, long term, I do need. I know you said that this is something new now about Delve. You know, I can make a new character and go to Delve, but I still need to start from scratch, I think. I still need to go through the story, and I still have to unlock all the Atlas. It's not as easy as just having like a build template, which is something that Diablo had, I think, if I remember correctly. They had build templates, and you know, you could just switch builds at a click of a button and play a completely different playstyle. Still the same class, though. You know, you're not going from Witch Doctor to Wizard, but it was enough of a change in gameplay. It was convenient. I liked it. That's the only thing I wish this game had, but I don't think it can have something like that just because of the complexity of the passive skill tree, and I don't know. I've realised that spending, you know, more than about 2 months on the exact same build, I get bored. Okay, I'll watch. See you after Exile. Yeah, it's convenient but shallow. I agree with you, but I think there is a middle way. There is a middle ground, I meant to say. It's not all or the other. I think you can still have that convenience here and retain the complexity that the game has. For example, you know, I don't personally agree with Orbs of Regret to respec. I just don't agree with it. I think it should be a simple case of speaking to an NPC and refunding your points. And having, you know, like different templates where you can have different builds with your character for no extra cost or a little cost, you know, maybe like a Chaos Orb or something, you know, just something menial for the sake of removing currency from the game. You still retain all the complexity. You know, you can change even Ascendancy classes easily, and it means you save all the process. You don't have to go through any hassle just for the sake of trying something new. So I don't agree with you. I don't think this game needs to be shallow as a result of it. I think it can work. I think it's whether the developers really have that idea in mind. Well, that's a good point also. You know, why invest in other characters? That's true. But I think that's the problem, is why do you need, you know, it's, you know, like for example, Final Fantasy XIV is an MMO, and you can do everything on one character, but people still have alternate characters. Some people just want to play through the story again, or they want to do low-level challenges or whatever. I don't think that it, you know, forcing people to make other characters is a good enough reason, in my opinion, to not have that flexibility. Other games do it. I don't know. I don't agree with you, I'm afraid, Elwind. But let's play. Let's do something. Let's do something. I want to stop talking as much as I want to keep talking and discuss because it's fun. But alright. I see your point, though. I completely see your point. I just don't agree with it. Your point is logical. I just think that I don't. I'm the type of person, I don't really want to make new characters and start from scratch. I like to have everything in one place, so to speak. But that's why I really liked Final Fantasy XIV, because it's one of the few MMOs where you can do everything on one character. You can change classes, everything's retained. It's a great system, very convenient, but it also means that if you get bored and want to play another class, you can do so with no penalty or anything like that. But I'm just not a fan of alt characters. It's just me. I don't necessarily like it. But I agree with you. I don't think there's a right or wrong. It's just a personal preference. Could be my OCD-ness, or that I'm a lazy git. But whatever it is, I'm looking forward to Path of Exile 4.0. I have no doubt that I'm going to be playing it. I have no doubt that I'm going to be... I mean, I've invested a lot of money in this game. I think I've invested about... Let me do some quick mental maths. I've probably spent since... I think I started in March when it came out on PS4, March or April. I think I spent a lot of money at the beginning, a lot, but I haven't spent hardly anything in the last few months. But I think I probably spent about £200. Yeah, I spent about £200 in this game. So I am invested in it, and I will keep spending money on it. So we will see. Well, I can tell you already that I'm going to keep playing this game, so there's no guesses there. I have no doubt they'll release this amazing microtransaction that I must have. But I have to say, I've got most of the cosmetics that I really, really want already, so that's not to say I won't spend any more money, because I will. I know what I'm like, but I've got most of the stuff that I really like, so... Ooh, what's this? Oh, when did I get that hawk pet? Hold on a minute. What is this? What is this? When did I get this? Oh, it totally clashes with my build. Go away, evil skeleton crow thing. Go away. There we go. Right, okay, let's do some actual gameplay about 10 hours after me blabbing off, but there we go. Okay, so since the last episode, I've only played once. I think I played for about an hour and a half, so I got mostly T15 maps, which is great. I don't have any Elders at the moment. I did get this to drop, this Blighted Wastelands map, which I'm going to do. In addition, I'm also going to do this map, which hasn't sold, so I'm going to do it myself. This is going to end horribly, by the way. I'm just going to preempt it that it's going to be an absolute nightmare, but it's going to be a fun nightmare. And then if we've got time, I'll do a few T15 maps and maybe T16. But let's start off, let's reward you guys after listening to my highly hypnotic voice and not so good sense. Let's start with the T13 Blighted Wastelands map. Let's chisel it. Like I said, this is going to go absolutely shit. But it's going to be fun. Alright. Areas increase monster variety, monsters have increased area of effect, and monster damage, monsters gain endurance charge, monster chaos... no, I don't want the elemental resistance. I do want to try to win my first Blighted map of the season. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine with this, I'll take it. Right, what about this one? Oh, I don't mind the totems. Oh, no, not doing that one. Oh, for God's sake, same mod. I'm a bit worried about the 91 extra damage as fire and 25% increased damage. But I think ghosts are quite easy. So, I don't know. I want to do the one that makes my my fire tower stronger. So how do I... There we go. So I can't remember which combination it was. Let's anoint this map. Was it this one? Towers deal 20% more damage. 10% reduced cost of building and upgrading towers. Ooh. 40% more damage. I think that's a good one. 20% reduced cost of building and upgrading towers. I think I'm just going to go with this. There we go. Alright. So the 40% extra damage plus the 50% extra damage of our fire towers means we're pretty much going to be fire exclusive. Right. Let's just do this one since we're here as well. Oh, this is going to be absolute carnage. No, I don't want the reduced building. I think I want the... Yeah, the towers to deal more damage. I think that's probably more important, because I need it. Right, I'll be ecstatic if I manage to beat one of these Blighted maps, even if just to see how much loot drops, because I've not seen it. I've not even seen anyone stream it and see how much loot drops for them, so it'll be quite interesting to see. Right. Okay, well, here we go. And I should mention that we've got 2 void batteries now, so whether that makes a difference, I don't know. But we are going to be running this Blighted Wasteland map, so Here we go. I'll do my best. I feel rusty as hell. I'll do my best. Right. Okay. Here we go. Are you excited, Elwind? Type F for yes. But I am excited about that feature that you mentioned, Elwind, about keeping delve progress so that you skip the leveling. That has me excited because one of the things I hate is sort of getting to a relevant point in delve. If I were to make another character. In fact, I just don't like the delve grind, to be honest. I don't mind the map so much, but... well, we'll see. Well, Elwind's not watching, so... God. He's probably got clients. Bloody clients. Elwind? Are you there? What's this? Lightning Falls. Pacifism, that's probably Azana.
Need a map?
Oh, that's right, I've got a Flame Dash now. Forgot about that.
Learn anything new?
Let's get rid of that shit. Elwind, are you there? Elwind. Oh, he's not there. Well, he's watching, I think, but just AFK sort of thing. Anyway, Wastelands, let's go. I'm very nervous. Oh god. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. This is going to be an absolute fuck show. Okay. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be an exciting sort of crazy one. Here we go. Right, quick. Okay. Oh good, nothing's immune to fire, pretty much, so... it's just this way, so we'll do fire here. I'm gonna do meteor. I'm gonna do another one here. Actually, I think... fire. Oh god, I'm so... We'll do a flamethrower, and I'm gonna do an upgraded thing. Right. Come at me, I'm ready. Come on. I'm scared. I know how crazy this is gonna get. I'm expecting it. I'm trying to upgrade the tower, but it won't let me. Fuck. Where's the branches? I can't upgrade the... Fuck. I can't... Where's the branch? New roots. Oh god. Right, don't panic. Okay, so it's branching off this side, so I'm gonna have fire. Don't panic, Shen. You can do this. Oh god. There's another branch here. Fire. Help! Okay, so there's that branch over there, there's this here, so we have to fortify this area. Oh fuck. Right, there's a major point here of intersection, so fire. There's a boss here. I can't do this. Right, quick. There's another branch point here. I think I'm gonna... I need to... I don't know what I'm doing. Quick. Help! Right, let's get this one. Right, good. So that's that fire tower. We need more towers. So if we try and stay sort of here... I'm gonna have another fire here. No, don't say that. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. We need fire here as well. Stop shouting! No!
You're making me nervous. Put out new mycelium. New roots.
No! I was doing so well! Oh no! I didn't have the DPS for it. Oh, I really thought at one point I was doing really well and then I was going to beat it. Well, there was one treasure. At least I got one chest. No, not even that. Wait, I thought I did. I thought I got one chest out of it. Oh, my DPS is not good. Well, at least I didn't die. I'm sure that I got one. No, probably not. Oh. Ah. I should have probably not done so much fire and invested in something to slow it down, maybe, like the ice tower. Maybe that's what I should have done. Wait, is that the trap? I'm confused. Why is that portal still up?
God's warmth.
I don't know. No, okay, I guess I've got no rewards. Well, this is a T15 blighted map. I'm pretty much confident that I don't have the DPS to do this. Not so much the trash ones, but just the smaller ones. I don't have the DPS for it. Oops. I can't even click on the map device. Oh, there we go. Right, so this is T15. God. It's gonna be crazy. Right, let's just go for it. I love this blighted mechanic. It's just such a shame that the maps are really rare and or expensive. But here we go. Let's do another take. I'm just going to unlock the map a little bit, just so I think the mycelium and stuff shows up. Oh boy. I'm still going to stick with the similar strategy with fire towers, but I think I'm also going to throw in like an ice tower or the stun tower just to slow down the bosses towards the core, or just stun them really. I don't know. I'm not really sure how I want to play this. I don't have enough practice with this sort of mode here. I'm just going to go straight ahead. Okay, so there's a few fires and a few ice and a few stuns, but shock seems to be good. Okay, so, well, there's not really much I can plan. There's going to be a few branches. I think I'm going to focus more on the spawn points. I'm actually going to do here, I think. I'm going to do one here, so that gets both of them. I'm going to have the flamethrower rather than the meteor. Like I said, it's not going to affect them, but whatever. So I think near this, I think a good one to have would be... I'm going to have shock, actually.
The blight is trying to spread. Put out new mycelium. New roots. Put out new mycelium. New roots.
This is not as well under control as the other one, but...
Put out new mycelium. New roots.
Okay, that one's dead. I'm gonna have some fire this side as well.
Blight is trying to spread.
There's a new boss there, so I'm gonna have a fire here again.
Do not let them
I'm gonna fuck it up.
Blight is trying to spread.
Yeah. Nope, we're still in game.
The blight is trying to spread.
I know, Cassia. Please shush. I'm trying here.
The blight is trying to spread. Those fiends are getting too close to my pump.
My mana is spent.
It's put out new mycelium.
I'm doing this, I'm trying. Come on.
New mycelium
Nope.
making me nervous.
Oh. Oh. Well, you know what? I'm proud. It's gone much, much better than I thought it would be. Still didn't beat it, but, you know, that was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'm trying to think how to do this. Maybe I should have made more shock towers or something. Multiplier, increase damage of access. Nope. Sapphire ring. Nope. Okay. Well, that was a complete non-loot successful run, but yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, I just wish I could do it more often. I'm not gonna lie, I would just play this mode. I would just be very happy playing this. Alright, well, back to doing maps then. Since this is no longer going to be the final episode, the final's going to be a few weeks' time after Exile Con, so I didn't think about doing that, so thank you, Elred. I thought this was going to be the final, but I just thought, well, it makes sense to do a final episode after Exile Con when 4.0 is announced. Give my thoughts on that as well. Well, there we go. That was that. Let's see if we can get a T16 map going. I don't necessarily want to do that one. I want to do a shaped map. Let's do... Let's do shaped plateau map. There we go. Specific damage. Yeah, that seems decent to me. In fact, that's actually quite good. And let's do... I'm not going to do a Zana daily. I'm going to do a Nico. I want the Sulfite. There we go. Hopefully we'll get a racecourse map dropping. Or even a shaped map, that would be quite nice. The shaped map, I'll definitely run it. Alright, ooh! Wasn't expecting the enemy so close to spawn.
My mana is spent.
Right, let's... Oh, I hate these spiky... Ooh! Superior Necropolis map, what is this? I think we've done this already. What is it? Death and Taxes, yeah, we've done that. I'll double check, but... Anyway, straight to Cassia. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting one. 2 bosses in each one. So I think we're going to go with Fire. I don't like how close this is to the thing, though.
Branching Exile.
Ooh! I'm gonna do another fire. I'm gonna do 2 flamethrowers. I can't upgrade that one, but I tried. I think I did it. Oh, fuck! This is the problem with having to be near the towers to activate them. It's ridiculously dangerous. I don't like that. But... Oh... I'm having such bad luck with Cassia today. Oh... Mostly because I wanted to try and get a blighted map drop. Oh well. I'm sure I'll get an Elder map drop here. Oh god. Oh. Oh. My books are so weak. No, they're not. Oh, but I am. Oh, come on. Let's see if you're at least going to drop a T16 map. Shaped Coral Ruins map. Okay. I'll take that. Oh, I should have used the portal before the boss, shouldn't I? But yeah, very excited for Path of Exile 4.0. Oh, T14. Wow. Thought it was T15. I completely forgot that we had Nico in here. Cool. You know what I would love? This is what I would love for Path of Exile 4.0. More than anything. Is, and I know Elwin mentioned this about Delve, that they're testing that the Delve depth is saved across characters in the same league. So if I were to make a new character, I would have Delve depth 170 unlocked. Obviously I wouldn't be able to do it because my character would be level 1. But it would already be unlocked, so I skip a huge part of the grind. What I hope that they do as well is the same with the Atlas, that the Atlas progress is saved. If that was the case, I wouldn't mind starting a new character, because I then know that once I get to a certain point, you know, once it gets strong enough, I don't have to deal with unlocking the Atlas again. I skip a huge part of the grind and can resume pretty much where I left off. I would love that. If they did that, if Atlas and endgame progress were saved for the same characters in the league, I would love to start a new character and a new build right now, because there's just so many things I want to do. But like I said before, I just don't want to go through the hassle of starting from scratch and unlocking all the endgame content that I've already unlocked with this character. So I hope that the Delve progress saved gets good feedback, and they might extend it to other endgame content too. Is that it? Oh, 2 monsters remaining. Okay. That's my main thing, really. Oh, I think I've missed one Nico. Hold on. Hold on. Did I get all 3? Because it's... Like I said, there are so many builds I want to try. Not just magic-based builds, even though I'm a kind of a... oh, there is one more. A magic-based character, but sometimes I want to try not a melee build, but like a ninja-type build. Or a trap-based build. But... like I said, I just can't be bothered to go through the whole process again. So I hope that they listen to feedback, and Delve being saved already I think is a big deal. I don't think it's enough though, because the Atlas is the main thing, the main endgame mechanics. So if they extend that to Atlas as well, I'll be absolutely chuffed.
Good eye, Exile.
Who knows what they'll do for 4.0? I don't know. Let's have a look. We've got another shaped plateau map. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. I'm not going to give it to Nico. I think I'm going to give it to Zana instead. There we no! I don't want to sell it to Zana. There we go. That would have been funny. There we go. I mean, I'm just going to give you some ideas of some builds I want to explore. I would like to do a Celestial Skeletal Mage build. That's something that I'm probably going to do in 3.9, unless something better comes out, but that's kind of what I'm going with at the moment. I'm thinking of, I want to do a ninja-based build, like maybe throwing a shuriken an elemental shuriken or something like that. What else can I do? I want to do a build that I basically run through enemies and kill them, so like a celestial fire build, fire blast or whatever it's called, the one that gives you the righteous fire. That's it. So that would be a cool build. There's just so many things I want to try, but just the time investment needed to get there. Right, here we go. But yeah, Elwyn's revelation about Diablo 4 and the recent interviews, I haven't been keeping up with that, has me a little bit worried about the fact that they might be making Diablo 4 a little bit too casual friendly. Ooh, what's this? I'm not sure why it's got a pretty blue background. But I don't think that Diablo 4 will be a flop. It's Blizzard after all, you know. However much you want to hate on Blizzard and the way they're having Diablo 4, I think it'll be successful in one way or another, just because it's Blizzard, and I think brand name alone will mean that it will be a successful game. But I also do think that if Path of Exile 4.0 is shaping up to be, you know, if it lives up to the hype and the reputation that GGG has in just making the great games that they have made, it will definitely have some healthy competition. But I don't believe that Diablo 4 will be a flop, regardless of how good Path of Exile 4.0 is. I just can't believe that it will be a flop. Something dropped, and it's not the map that we wanted.
Still sane, Exile.
Right, what have we got? I want a T16 map, if possible. There's this one. Is there another one? There's this one here. 28% more monsters, 4 monster damage, 1 monster resistance. Oh, I don't want the 40%. Oh. No, I don't want that. I don't like the elemental resistance. I think I'm going to go with this one. Monsters can't be taunted. Actually, yeah, I'll take this one. It's not ideal, but it's not as good as the other one in terms of item drop rates and stuff, but fuck it, I'll do this one. I just want an Elder racecourse map. Oh, what I also found interesting about Diablo 4 is that, and this surprises me, I didn't think Blizzard was going to do it, is that they're going to retain the same type of model, purchasing model, so they're going to release the base game and then they do expansions based on it. I'm surprised. I thought they'd adopt more of a model similar to this one. Right, here we go, Cassia, T16. Only, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay. This is going to be an interesting one. Oh boy. I think I'm going to focus them around the center, actually.
Put out new mycelium. Ugh, new roots.
Okay. I would like to upgrade. Yeah, I knew I was gonna fail that. I'm not gonna lie. I knew I had to upgrade other towers, but again, just trying to beat the lag and I didn't want to die because that's probably what would have happened if I got it right in the middle of that. God, I haven't defeated a single caster today. How embarrassing. Especially with my double void battery. Yay! Oh, the racecourse map. Right, I'll take that. Wait, got the shrine. I'm sure I'll be able to defeat Cassia in the racecourse map. Wait, what's this? Large strongbox.
Spent.
Okay, let's go defeat the boss. But we did get a racecourse map, so... What boss is this? I can't remember. Oh. Hello. Thank you. Right, I think I'm going to leave. There we go. Still need to finish the plateau map as well, so we might get another racecourse map. Who knows? Who knows? Right. Just give me a second here. Okay. Oh. Hello, Cassia. Hopefully I won't embarrass myself again. Just one victory would be appreciated. So be nice to us. Right. Okay, good. No fire immunity. Okay, so this is not a good layout. It just means I'm going to have to do sort of this tower and then the tower on the other end here. It's pretty much. Well, this one actually. Yeah, I see this one. Right, let's go this way now. Then back this way. Right, so that's 2 level 4 towers. We've got some defense on both sides. I'm gonna have another fire tower here. This is extra. Well, finally, I think we might actually be able to beat this. Yay! Our first Cassia victory. Mysterious Incubator. Oh, something cool dropped. Let's equip it on our Tabernacle. There we go. Okay, the Far Cathedral map, that's T14. So just... Oh, hello. Oops. Oh! What's this? More minion or aura modifiers. Well, apparently that's worth quite a bit. Don't know what I picked up those boots for. Yay! And I've picked those boots up again, so clearly the game wants me to have those. That chest. Yay! Excellent! Oh, we've still got to complete the map. Okay. Actually, before I do, let's not do that. Hello! I would like...
spent.
Help! That did not go according to plan. Right. Something tells me I have to kill those two towers at the same time or something, because they buff each other. Ooh, their map. Oh, T11. Shaped Fields map, T9. Come on, give me another racecourse map. Yeah, that's literally everything. Okay, sorry, just bear with me for a sec. Sorry, just screwing with my phone at the moment. Let me just mute that. Okay. Right, Elder Racecourse map, we're going to do that next. This is a nice fossil. Bound fossil, more minion or aura modifiers. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't remember where it was now. Is it not incubators? Del item, bound fossil. Oh, okay. Let's just tilde. How much are we going for? 20 Chaos Orbs, 7 Chaos Orbs, 9 Chaos Orbs, 4 Chaos Orbs. This is not good, is it? Oh. Poop. We'll set it for 4. Let's put some of these maps back in. Okay, let's buff up our Elder Racecourse map. Give us a good one. Players have elemental equilibrium. Monsters deal as cold. Monsters have it's not too bad. I'm not a fan of elemental equilibrium, but I could be getting worse, so we'll deal with that. And then we'll take some fragments, of course. Do we have... Yes, we do have map mods here. We've got If I can actually go to it, we've got air contains additional monsters that convert, 30% increased magic pack size, contain additional magic monsters. So if we just then give it to Zana,
Need a map, Exile?
so if we do that, and then we're going to go with more magic monsters, so we're going to go with bloodlines. So we've buffed it up as much as we can, and we'll see what happens. Right, here we go. Hopefully we'll get something nice from this. Whee! Look at me go! Oh. Friendly totems. Okay, is that it for this part? I think it is. I think it is. Oh, nope. Oh, we have an abyss. Oh, we'll do the abyss towards the end. I don't want to do it now. Oh, fuck. Now, that's Cassia. And Zana.
Still sane, Exile?
There's the abyss. No, I'm gonna do Cassia first, actually. And I'm gonna put a portal here, just in case I die. And here we go. Hello. Okay, good. I can see it. Okay, so fire is on the table for us. So we're gonna. There's two portals right next to each other, which is a bit weird. I'm going to put fire here. Sucks to be you. I'm gonna have 2 fires here, I think. I'll have this one be a meteor one. I want to enhance this. I want to get out of here. You know what, I'll do another fire here as an emergency. Yay! I'm going to click on the portal by accident and I can see that happening. Take that. Oh! More elder items, okay. Very good. Right, let's keep going up here as more monsters. Maybe part of the Elder Racecourse map, that'd be quite nice. Right, I think that's that. Let's go and do Zana. Elder Graveyard. Plays a curse of vulnerability with elemental weakness. Monsters are... Okay, so this is actually not that bad, other than the fact that we're very vulnerable. Elemental damage, don't care. Let's have a look at any other yellow ones. There's Labyrinth Trial. Elder Crater Map. Area contains many totems. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad, the crater one. I think I'll do the crater one because it's a little bit safer. Yeah, this has got... We're cursed with vulnerability and elemental weakness, so... I'm going to go with this... Ooh, hiccup. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. Okay. Oh, this is... Oh, fuck. God. Oh, I don't particularly like this map. It's very mazy-like, but oh well. I don't like all these narrow paths too. I thought it was a different layout. It's my bad. Wait, fuck, is this the actual boss? Ooh. Right. Okay, how long does this storm actually last? So we've got Casa, that's the main thing I wanted to do. Right, good. We do have a boss encounter though. I think this is probably a good place because it's a choke point, so we'll just do that. And I'm going to buff the... no, I'll do a double fire actually. Let's just wait and see how things go.
Approaching Exile! Put out new mycelium! New roots!
Fuck. Okay, fire time. We're going to do a double fire. Never mind. Okay, we should be pretty safe-ish. We do have a boss though, we have to be careful. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Sorry, I tried to upgrade this, but this is crazy.
Do not let them reach the purification pump!
Oh, I was so close! I was so close! He was almost dead! Huh. Oh. Okay. Oh well. Yay. I just get excited about the simple things. Right, there we go.
My mana is spent.
That was very risky. Still more than 50 monsters. This is probably one of my least favourite maps, just because of all the different paths and layouts you can take. Let's see if we can quickly find the other paths. Oh, okay, it's that way. I think. Come on, T16 map. Oh well, never mind. Let's finish the map. Oh, we do have an abyssal monster as well. Right, let's finish this arena first. I'm not sure what's happening to my mana, but fuck. That was very close. What is this stupid little thing? Right. Too close. Oh well, never mind. Alright, let's go back. Yeah. Okay, nothing amazing here. No, let's go do the abyss. Hopefully, we'll get a T16 map drop. I was here somewhere, there it is. These totems are very handy right now. Oh, not sure what the hell just happened there, but let's quickly exit and re-enter before it despawns. Did it despawn? Yeah, I think it did. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, it's a shame. Oh well. Yeah, let's call it. Okay. Oop, didn't mean to drop this. Okay, well guys, I think I'm going to leave it here. So this is not going to be, apologies, I said this was going to be the final episode. It's not. It's going to be the semi-final episode.
Exile?
Because I just, Elwin made me think, well, if you're going to have a final episode, you might as well have it in a few weeks' time when you can give your sort of view on 4.0. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this as a semi-final episode, and then I'll come back and I'll do a... how do I exit this? Hello. Oh. and then I'll do a final episode. Yeah. Whatever. Sure. When that happens. So very excited to see what 4.0 responds with. Wasn't blown away by Diablo 4. I haven't written it off just yet. I am cautiously optimistic about Diablo 4. But I do think that Path of Exile will pretty much blow it out of the water in every single way whatsoever. So we'll see what they announce, not just in 4.0 but also 3.9, because that's also quite hyped up to be quite a big patch as well. So yeah, let's see what happens, and I will catch up with you guys in a few weeks' time. Bye bye.